She won't let me call myself Her Royal Highness anymore.
Welcome to my garden. Well, it's not my garden, it's a set actually, but welcome to my set.
You know, it's so funny that you say playing the part of a delusional made-up princess. I am a delusional made-up princess.
You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Where? It's so awesome to be here, it's great.
Did you do much beyond Rachel from Suits?
Well, besides Rachel from Suits, I also played Meghan.
Is this a wrinkle I see in my blouse? Who the f*** ironed this?
How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy.
The sandwich tastes like shit, Mindy.
What matters is what we have on the inside.
I am strong enough that I can thank myself. Thank you, Meghan.
Act like you're having fun. Act like you're having fun.
The leaked episode shows Meghan in a fake garden calling herself a made-up princess. And it was so savage, execs even debated airing.
It seriously is driving me crazy. The prince plays drums all day. I don't even think he has a job. And I don't know what the hell she does. Why they even left Canada is beyond me. And she seems to just boss him around and make him do whatever she wants. I mean, why did they even leave Canada and move to South Park anyway?
Hazawaza keeps saying that I have charisma, but I just think I'm relatable.
See, I didn't know who H was. At the time, I just loved his Insta feed.
It's so funny, too, that you keep calling me Meghan. You know, it's Megan now.
I always remember when I was 2 years old, I asked my mother, Mama, why do actresses get paid less than actors when they do the same job, especially on Suits?
People were saying, meh, it's not meh. It's pronounced me. The H is silent.
South Park showed Meghan in a fake interview switching from sweet smiles to snapping over tiny things, making her look spoiled and stuck in victim mode. The scene hit hard because it felt close to real life and made people question if her act was relatable or just fake. But the roast was only getting started.
Hey! Hey, you! Hey! What are you looking at? You ever heard of privacy?
What?
I actually wrote a fairy tale when I was 3. It was called The Little Girl Who Ran Away to Join the Theater and Did a Play and Then Married a Prince. And that play was called Suits.
I feel like the focus is starting to shift off of me. Maybe in editing you'll fix it.
I thought we were moving forward, Meghan.
Well, we're not.
South Park showed cartoon Meghan bossing Harry, staging every moment and turning their move into a circus, ripping her image apart until the ending hit so hard, even the network wondered if it went too far.
Just can't leave us alone, can you? Oh my God, he's so obsessed with us. No more magazines and Netflix shows. We really can live a normal life. What matters is what we have on the inside. Hello?
I couldn't brand myself independently and live off taxpayer money. It felt like quite a big violation. I essentially had to be forever beholden to taxpayer, whoever he is.
You never had a dream when you were a child to be something everyone else said was impossible? Like an astronaut, or prime minister, or masseur?
I wanted to be a princess.
Oh, well, you kind of f***ed that up.
My soul weeps in languages I've not yet chosen to invent.
Just follow my lead, Harry. I've been on TV for years, so I'm kind of a pro.
Yes, the very famous show Suits.
Yeah.
Rumors say the test screening ending was so savage, the room went silent, execs even debated airing it because it twisted Meghan's truth tour into a brutal finale that felt like a scar. And the next reveal hit even harder, turning her own slogan against her.
Prince of Canada and his wife moved in across the street from me. They had this huge jet parked in front of my house, and then they kept trying to get me to buy their stupid book.
Why are we so mad today? Because we want our privacy.
I remember back to when I was known more for being a renowned actress in my various roles, such as Rachel from Suits, or Rachel from Suits Season 2, and Rachel from Suits Season 3.
Yes, I think I see your point.
And everyone does reality TV now, so don't worry about this being a step down for me because it's not.
I wasn't until you just said it.
Plus, it's a really good platform to promote my brand.
What is your brand?
Oh, I don't know. I'll think of some piece of crap.
At the table read, Trey Parker flipped Meghan's Tell the Truth slogan into a savage punchline that shredded her image. Witnesses gasped as South Park turned her own branding into a weapon, and that one line became the most talked about moment of the leak, with fallout behind the scenes only making it bigger.
We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard. Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting?
Have you always been a natural creative?
Of course. I remember one example. I suggested to the royal family we should do a Real Housewives of Buckingham Palace, but they were against it every step of the way.
Plus, it's a really good platform to promote my brand.
What is your brand?
Oh, I don't know. I'll think of some piece of crap. Let's just start filming.
We've been filming.
Oh, fuck.
The punchline sparked chaos with lawyers panicking over lawsuits, but Trey Parker and Matt Stone stood firm, using their creative control to keep every savage frame refusing to let corporate soften the blow. And that standoff only made the leaked episode even more legendary before the loudest scene dropped.
So, do you have any regrets yourself?
Oh, of course. Don't we all? Probably my main regret is, the way that everyone else has acted. That's the thing that's most regrettable in my opinion.
My question is for Meghan. Meghan, besides holder of briefcase 24 on Deal or No Deal, what do you think your most impactful role was?
And then people kept wanting to get a picture, because I'm on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So, a lot of people coming up to us.
South Park showed Meghan barging into a fake maternity ward with a neon pink megaphone yelling, "Tell the truth about my truth," mocking her drama-packed brand launches. It was chaotic, loud, and funny, but the real burn came in the next wordless scenes.
Oh, and I brought some of my homemade ketchup. I'm coming out with a line of condiments, ketchups, mustards, that sort of thing.
We're really taking LA by storm.
Yeah, and the show's been a great platform to help me promote my brand.
It's already a brand. It's called Heinz.
Yeah, we're hoping the ketchups and mustards are going to be sold at Whole Foods, which, would be huge. Oh, and they're all organic in case anyone was wondering. We were.
South Park showed Meghan's cartoon smile glitching into a creepy frozen grin, while background voices chanted authenticity. Then Harry rushed in, only to be crushed by a runaway cart of unsold jam jars. The scene was funny, harsh, and symbolic, but the next setting pushed things into even riskier territory.
That's fine, I'll go it alone, just like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
I was living in the middle of nowhere in Toronto, Canada, and I didn't even really know the word royal. I mean, besides the Lord song, I love that song. It's an amazing pop rock ballad.
South Park really went all out with this one, because instead of just throwing a few cheap jokes, they built an entire rapid-fire highlight reel that turned into a full-on destruction of Meghan's business empire. It starts off with her cartoon, self-proudly showing off products like jam jars, scrunchies, and even a fake motivational app only for each one to collapse on screen like a domino effect. The fake Spotify logo pops up stamped with the words, "One season wonder before glitching out." Into canceled. Then the mysterious jam line gets mocked with a parody ad that ends in jars exploding across the screen, splattering the walls in bright red while a scoreboard flashes glowing words like failure, flop, and rebrand attempt the scrunchie. Side Hustle Gag shows her handing one out at a fake empowerment seminar only for the audience to vanish, leaving her alone on stage, and through it all, a slow, exaggerated parody of the Suits theme plays in the background, turning the montage into something that feels less like comedy and more like a funeral march for every project she tried to sell. The timing is razor sharp, every cut hitting like another nail in the coffin, and by the time the sequence ends, you can't help but laugh and cringe at how much it mirrors reality, but just when it seems South Park has squeezed out every possible jab, the next scene pushes the satire into even bigger theatrical destructions.
Prince Harry, though, has become the punchline of a Saturday Night Live joke. Let's have a look.
NBC has announced plans for a spin-off to the hit series Suits, which will be set in Los Angeles. It will focus on Meghan Markle's character's struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed immigrant.
South Park really cranked things up here because the leaked courtroom scene is pure chaos. Meghan's cartoon version gets dragged into a fake trial where the townspeople sue her for emotional distress from all her non-stop rebrands. The judge, who looks like he belongs in a circus instead of a court, bangs his gavel and yells, "Do you swear to spin no more glossy pivots?" which is a brutal jab at how her image keeps changing every few months. But then it takes an even crazier turn because the giant courtroom screen suddenly plays a clip of her animated self-twerking while in labor, and the whole room explodes with gasps and laughter. It's ridiculous and over the top, but that's exactly the point. The satire is showing how her brand has turned into a circus act while also mocking how the media never stops. Replaying her every move, the scene ends with the courtroom completely falling apart. And instead of calming down, South Park sets it up for an even bigger and more ruthless hit that comes right after.
Alright, and I do see you're in our database, but you didn't first get help at this Cumhammer location?
No, my wife went to one in California as a child.
Build electric cars, he's going to Mars. Why is he even involving himself with Twitter? It would be like if the Prince of England gave it all up just to marry an actor from Suits.
After mimajewing this twist because South Park really made it haunting. The leaked scene shows a dark Montecito kitchen set up just like Meghan's Instagram photos, with Harry hunched over the counter, frosting piles of leftover jam jars while talking into a busted podcast mic, but every single word he says gets blocked by a flashing bar that reads, "Content pending legal review." So it turns into this awkward comedy moment. Then the camera shifts, and here comes the sting. A royal corgi wearing headphones clearly hinting at the late Queen hits. Play on an old recorder and suddenly Meghan's own real quotes start echoing around the kitchen. No spin, no exaggeration, just her past words looping like ghosts that won't go away. It drives home the idea that once you've said something, you can't erase it or control how people remember it. The whole scene feels eerie and brutal at the same time. But South Park doesn't leave it there because the next setup is promised to be the sharpest burn of the entire parody.
There's this horrible spy who lives across the street from us, and we're gonna get him back by changing our brand.
Is this you? Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim.
Yeah, that's totally me.
Okay, I see. And then you added your husband to your friends and family account. You must be the royal prince, millionaire, world traveler victim.
That's right.
I don't care. Don't care.
What the hell? What'd he just say? He victimized me. It's because I'm an ethnic woman. He can't do that. I'll say, wait, you're ethnic? This is an outrage.
Things spiral into total chaos here. South Park shows a courtroom turning into Vegas when a giant slot machine drops from the ceiling instead of fruit. It spins Netflix logos, Oprah outlines, and dollar signs. Meghan's cartoon self pulls the lever chanting, "My faith is greater than my fear," but it lands on a crown. A corgi and a union jack alarms go off, and a voice yells contract breach while a clerk slams revoked across the screen. Then the whole slot machine crashes down and she falls through a trapdoor labeled pending, vanishing into darkness. The whole thing is wild, flashy, and brutal, mocking her media deals and messy royal exit. But just when you think that's the final blow, the post-credit twist hits even harder with something way more personal.
Park County Police Station, what's your emergency?
Yeah, the neighbors across the street are setting off fireworks and it's 10:30 at night.
Oh, is it the Prince of Canada and his wife who just want to be left alone?
We are here because privacy is a basic human right. How many more princes and his wives have to live in this nightmare?
Hey, you ever heard of a thing called privacy?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Will you two just shut up and go away?
South Park ends with a twist that cuts deeper than the flashy courtroom gags instead of chaos. It shifts to a boring government help desk where a clerk looks at Meghan's file and flatly lists sorority girl actress influencer victim, then does the same for Harry, royal prince millionaire world traveler victim. It's simple, but it hits harder than all the noise because it shrinks their whole brand down to labels that cancel each other out. Then the kicker comes with a sly joke about a tech mogul dropping everything to marry a Suits actress, looping their messy saga back to the very beginning. But even then, the final seconds sneak in one last layered burn that makes sure the sting lingers.
Look, Kyle, we just kind of don't care about some dumb prince and his stupid wife. I don't care about them either. So then why do you talk about them all the time? I'm sick of hearing about them, but I can't get away from them. They're everywhere. Face.
Yeah, now you're putting them in our face.
Fine, I won't talk about them anymore. Thank you. Okay, just one last thing. Did you know the prince? He's... I'm sorry.
Just when you think South Park has burned every bridge, they pull one last wildcard. The finale switches into a fake Saturday Night Live skit that spoofs Meghan's old Suits role, but instead of prestige, it shows her juggling law cases while babysitting an unemployed immigrant, a savage double jab at both her acting past and her present life. It's parody inside parody, sharp enough to blur comedy and commentary, and it seals the message that nothing is safe from their roast. From the creepy smile glitch to the jam jar mess, from courtroom chaos to career, Burial's every beat slices her image. Some fans say it's genius, others say it's brutal, but everyone agrees it's unforgettable. So tell me, do you see it as sharp truth or a step too far?